gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to join us today. It has been a very spectacular match, and I would love to hear, from you about this and certain parts of this game. They say that, a cricket match is never finished till the last ball is bowled or till the fat lady sings. And about that fat lady, I've been having trouble at home. That why do you sexist guys always talk about fat ladies? Why not fat men? So anyways, I'll leave that alone. But let's talk about it. I think it has been a very unique game that I have witnessed lately. First, it started with 2 balls in the first over. Then there was another over in which there were 3 wickets, 1 stump, 1 LBW, 1 run out, if I remember it right. Right? So it has been, really ups and downs. And then eventually one person has scored a lot more runs than many people put together. So then let's start with Andries. Andries, welcome to Dallas. You have been scoring a lot of runs. You've been putting everything on fire. So let's hear from you. What is behind it? How come?
Thank you very much. No, I'm just enjoying my time here. These guys are really treating us very nicely. So we just want to do well for them as well. But I'm just enjoying my time and just play it as I see it.
Fantastic. And they've taught you 17 new words also, right?
Yeah, I'm learning Hindi as the days go on. But
and my suggestion to you would be that keep it and then apply to them just before you're ready to leave. Okay, all the words that they have taught you. So it has to come back to them. Fantastic innings. Every time I looked up, the ball was up in the air. I don't know what else can anybody expect.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have played on many pitches around here. They're all concrete, and concrete, from my experience, I've been playing on turf all my life before coming to Dallas, is a lot easier once you realize that it gives you a very even bounce. So have you found the pitches here in Dallas to be different from each other? And, and have you adjusted anything in your batting for this prolific run scoring?
Yeah, I think me and Harmeet, we are based in Seattle, so there's also only concrete wickets, so I'm pretty used to playing on concrete now. And yes, the two fields, 2 different places do differ a little bit. McKinney is a little bit slower than this one, but there's not really any big difference to the one concrete wicket to another concrete wicket. It's still concrete, so
it's still concrete, right? Yeah. And I was going to ask you that is it different to face a spinner on a concrete wicket as opposed to a pace bowler? But the way you have been hitting, I think that question becomes sort of redundant, because you equally punish them equally. And therefore that I think it becomes a really redundant question. What is next for you?
Obviously we've got a few games left here. Then I've got a few games in Houston as well, but it's almost time for a break for me. I need some time off as well, so spend some time with my family. So I'm looking forward to that. But firstly, let's see if we can win this tournament for the Elite Lions.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. We have thoroughly enjoyed and I hope to see you further.
Thank you very much.
Let me talk to Milind here. Hello, sir. How are things? You are based in Seattle as well?
No, I'm based in Philly.
You're based in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you know that the first international match was played in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Okay. It has a big history.
Yes.
The word president of the United States comes from Philadelphia.
Right.
You know that. Okay. All right. So how's Philadelphia cricket different from here?
It's like much different here. The wickets and the grounds are like way different from here. Like in Philly, you have
Matting?
much slower wickets. Yeah.
Okay.
Matting, concrete also.
Okay.
But the grounds are slow. The outfield is slow. So it's very tough to score runs there.
Yeah. I remember that from Canada also. The Canada has, very slow grounds. And if you score 200, it's considered a big score.
Yes.
Until you come to Dallas and it's 300, 400, 450. I mean, as if runs are nothing, So
Because of the outfield.
Because of the outfield, and I think because of the concrete also.
No, see, you have concrete in Philly also.
Okay.
But because of the outfield.
Outfields are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, but Andries here, the boundary doesn't exist. Field makes no difference. He's always clearing it. Yeah, that's a good formula. If
Yes.
one has the ability to adopt that, then I think that's highly desirable.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. What did you find more difficult to face? Left arm spinners or medium pacers?
On concrete, it's the same thing.
Same thing. poor guys, that they feel that their hands are being tied and they are asked to fight with their hands tied behind their back. I think they have a point. Field restrictions, heavy bats, all those things have contributed.
On concrete, it's like how you pace like the ball, like as in how you pace the ball. Like it's like how many variations do you have? If you bowl keep bowling the same ball, you'll get punished.
You will get punished no matter who you are, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think variation is the key for the bowler, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll ask you some more questions a little later.
Okay.
Let me hear from Harmeet. Harmeet, it looks like you had a pretty good game. I saw your spell. They were very economical. It took wickets also. So as a spinner, what do you find? How do you need to adapt your game to bowl on these probably dead wickets from a spinner point of view?
Yeah, it's a little cruel on spinners, but it is what it is. So we do play on flat tracks back home with fast outfields.
Right.
So we're quite used to being under the pump as bowlers, and as cricketers, you're always tested when tested in terms of how you perform under pressure.
Right.
When things are against you, like when we were playing in LA Open, they were turning tracks. So that is when I had fun. But
yeah. That's when you can put the batsman under pressure that he has to do something to survive, right?
Yeah. There are flatter pitches. You should know how to get away. And I have a couple of plans going for myself, and I stick to my plans. I back my plans.
Yeah.
If I get hit where I'm planning to bowl, from that doesn't matter. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let us hear from Sanjat also. And
hello, Anmol.
Hi, Sanjat. Did your team decide to bat after winning the toss, or?
Oh no, actually, in fact, we didn't even win the toss.
Okay.
So we have actually put to.
Would the team have opted to bat?
I don't know. Actually, I have not spoken to Farooq and these guys that what's the plan was.
The planners, the thinkers.
But maybe they can actually share their views.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me repose this question in a different way.
Absolutely.
Did you think the 190 was enough to score on this ground?
I thought so. To be very, very honest with you, in fact, me and she were talking about it, and when we lost those first 2 wickets, we were thinking that 180 would be definitely a tough target,
right?
Because of the dew and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was a good score.
Okay. Well, dew was not a major factor, at least in this game, from my observation. In one game in McKinney, it was a major factor. Here, there was a little bit of dew, but it's still not heavy.
Because of the ball. If you see the ball, where it actually kind of, it was so moist and it was so heavy.
Yeah.
It was very tough to score runs, I think.
Definitely. But I think the most important factor was that you guys were constantly taking wickets.
Absolutely, yeah.
That really slows anything.
Yeah.
You had suffered initial loss, 2 wickets in the first over. Then you came and then you changed the game as if nothing had happened. So that was a superlative performance, which overshadowed everything, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everything else takes the second place.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that puts you in what? Did that puts you at the top of the ladder?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We in fact came to this game as the toppers, and we actually kind of still the toppers.
Fantastic. So then that means you will be playing the second team, and I don't know at this point of time who the second team is.
That's right. Yeah.
That will probably depend upon some of the games that are happening.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Tomorrow's game. Yeah.
So for 1 and 2 play the winner directly to the final.
Absolutely.
3 and 4 play. The winner plays the loser of the 1 and 2, and that's the eliminator, and then you play the final.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything going to change in terms of a strategy?
No, I think for the next game, because we are kind of the pool toppers here, we may want to give some, our local guys a chance to play here. They have been actually doing good. Like, for example, we actually lost our 4th international player, Jeremy Gordon, because of his injury. And he actually couldn't be here, but I think our local ballers actually bowled well. So Sanket and Sagar and all. So definitely, they are going to get more chances. There are a couple of players also trying to be in the playing 11. So we're trying to, see if we can give them a game.
Accommodate that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now that you have made it to the top,
Absolutely.
Why not? That only increases your bench strength. You will have a chance to test your bench strength.
Yeah, that's true.
So the plan is still for Andries to keep on scoring hundreds in every match.
We'll have to see that. We'll have to talk to him. I'll let Andries and actually captain kind of talk about it. If it's too much for him, then we may want to get another keeper. We actually have like 3 keepers in the team, so we'll just have to see how it goes. So I think it all depends upon the balance of the team.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Srikanth. Anything to add, or you have had too many?
I don't. The bat and the ball is talking. I don't need to talk, right? So we're good. I mean, we got the best team here. I think we'll do the best and finish the finals.
Very good.
Very easy.
Yeah. Thank you for assembling a wonderful team, and we have thoroughly enjoyed seeing you guys play.
Good in the attitude too, so they're really good with us. So
yeah.
Thanks for all of these guys.
One of them was trying to teach me laws of cricket, which I've been teaching people for 30 years.
Yeah.
No, but that's okay. It's taken in good humor. Nothing.
I think it's definitely part of good humor.
Yeah.
I think it's just part of the game.
Absolutely. Sometimes,
heated discussions happen, but it's all part of the game.
I agree. And it's forgiven and forgotten. Nothing happens. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody wants to add anything that I haven't covered? All right.
I think this year is very competitive than compared to any other years in DPL.
I think so too, and I was going to save that till for the last game.
Cricket has come up really high here.
And I think this DPL has been a little different.
The level came up really high compared to the other.
And it will go even higher because I have plans to change some rules and playing regulations, which will allow even more competition. Yeah. Okay, to give you an example, right now, local players who play for the national team do not go into the pool. That's one idea that I have in mind is to release them into the pool so that they get distributed as opposed to being in one team. So that means that the average strength of other teams will increase also.
No, I'm not saying just about the international players, about the local players.
Yeah.
Standard has gone up really, really high.
That's natural. If you play with good players, kids, your level is going to improve.
I should appreciate the kids. The kids team.
The kids team, yes,
good.
That was an experiment, and some people were really surprised that we actually allowed the kids to put a team.
No, I expected that. I expected that before even DPL was released. I expected the kids will have a team because the way we played against them in the regular season game, they are doing really good. So they are.
Well, maybe you have a crystal ball, but I didn't, Srikanth. Okay, so but the fact that they beat an assembled team of It's a remarkable. I think it's a historic event in the history of the youth league, which has only existed for 7 months. They actually beat a team that was assembled out of various other resources, including Oh yes, on NMCG. That was not a catch. I was there. I was not very far from that ball. That was not a catch. He made it a catch. That was flat. Hit hard. It was far away from him. He ran, dived, and took a catch. So I would say that was not a catch. He made it a catch.
In fact, just to add, actually, I believe Andries, Harmeet, and Milind, because they're part of the USA, kind of Major League cricket and everything, and they're also helping these kids and youngsters come up. And I'm sure they will definitely come to Dallas as well some point of time.
Yeah.
But again, the point is there are so many people, established people coming into USA, Dallas, everywhere. So I'm sure this is going to improve a lot.
And US headquarters is moving here, as you already know. Absolutely. There's a turf wicket that's being made. Well, our plan is, and if it works, whether it will or not, only time will tell, is to have 4 grounds next to each other and 4 games going on at the same time. It's also a lot easier for us administrators to administer in one place as opposed to being in 3 and 4 places, So for volunteers, it becomes really difficult. So it is coming. Be prepared. Turf and all in the same place.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
DPL, मचाएंगे तहलका DPL